Thank you, Chief.
You may begin, miss. I only waited for Mr. Utterson here, so he may hear your tone of it for himself.
Oh, it was just so dreadful, Mr. Utterson. Just like that again, sir. All right. Like I told you before, sir, I live along the river in a house by myself. I had gone upstairs to bed about 11 o'clock. And although the fog rose over the lane in the small hours, the early part of the evening was cloudless, and the lane, which my window overlooks, was brilliantly lit by a full moon. I'm afraid I'm a bit romantic, sir. And I only wished that I could sit in my box, which just stood under my window, so I could fall into a dream in a better life. It was just so beautiful. I've never felt more at peace with all men. I thought more kindly of the world than I did that night, sir. Never!
It's all right, girl. Just tell what you saw, blow your nose, and be a good girl.
Well, as I sat there, I became aware of an aged and beautiful gent with white hair drawing along the lane. And advancing to meet him was another and very small gentleman, to whom at first I paid less attention. When they had come within speech, the older gent bowed and accosted the younger with a very pretty manner of politeness. It did not seem that the manner of the dress were of no great importance. Indeed, to me it seemed the old gent was only inquiring his way. Oh, but the moon shone in his face, and it pleased me so to watch it. It seemed to be such an innocent and old kindness of disposition, something high too, as if a well-founded self-content. And then I looked at the other, and I was surprised to recognize him, Mr. Anderson. I was surprised to recognize him as that dreadful Mr. Hyde.
How do you know him, girl?
How do I know him? Well, it's the same way Miss Addison here knows him. He visits my master, Dr.Jeckyl. I've only seen him once, but I conceived a horrible dislike for the little man. He had in his hands a heavy cane, with which he was trifling. He spoke never a word, and seemed to listen with an ill-contained impatience. And then, all of a sudden, Mr. Hyde broke out in a great flame of anger, brandishing his cane, stomping his foot, and carrying on like a madman.
Please continue, miss. Don't waste Mr. Anderson's time. There, now, wipe your eyes. We've got to have the whole story.
The old gent, he took a step back like one surprised and a little hurt. And at that, Mr. Hyde broke out of all bounds and climbed into the air. And the next moment, with an ape-like fury, he was trampling his victim underfoot, handing down storms and flames. I could hear the bones of the poor old gent shattering. Oh dear. I must have fainted, because the next thing I knew was 2 o'clock. That's when I called for the police, sir.
Thank you, miss. We'll be calling on you if you need to tell the story again.
Oh, well, I hope you don't, sir. It dreads me so to think of it.
We'll think of it no more for now.
Do find that dreadful, Mr. Hyde, so I don't know how we'll sleep again with that animal loose.
We will, miss. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, wow.
Here's the envelope I told you about, sir. Your name was clearly marked on it when we found it on the body. Was he a client of yours?
Sadly, yes.
Well, it's been stamped. He was probably carrying it to the post. We also found these. And this was found
Did you go to the address I gave you in Soho?
Yes, I did, and thank you for giving it to me, sir. I would have had to call up the doctor otherwise. I hate to bother him with all these horrible details in this sordid little mess. I'm sure his acquaintance with the man is very excellent, but nonetheless, it might give him worry to get caught up and be connected with it. Glad I could be the one to let you know about it. So you can tell the doctor, as his lawyer, he should be informed. You see, it don't look good, Mr. Edison. If this case should come to trial, well, I'd get his account on things, just to have on hand, you know.
Yes, I will be sure to inform the good doctor. Was anything found at Hyde's apartment?
Yes. The man is none well liked, I can tell you that. His maid was only too happy to let us in and have a look around. Practically says herself, she wishes the thing would get thrown in the popper. Here's the other half of that cane and a burned checkbook which had resisted the action of a fire he no doubt started to cover his tracks. I have them in my hand. You can depend on that, Mr. Edison. He must have lost his head or he would have never left that stick or above all burned the checkbook. Why, money's life to the man. We have nothing to do but wait for him at the bank and get out the handbills.
Yes, you'll have him soon, no doubt.
Yes, I have one more little detail to ask you about, Mr. Edison. Have you seen the body?
I have.
And who was the poor old gent?
Sir Danvers Carew.
Good God! It can't be! Impossible!
Man, not bad for the day for me.